right, guys, once again, I am bringing you guys another unbelievable human that I have come across. You all know that I am going across country, meeting these beautiful humans and sharing them with you, so you know that you are not alone in the world. Tonight, I am in, where am I?
Ellsworth.
I'm in Ellsworth, Maine, and I actually was completely redirected from another cabin that I was going to be staying at. And during my drive, I said to myself, there's a reason that I am being rerouted, and there's a reason that God, Source, Jason is doing this. And I walked into this motel and I was met by this beautiful angel. And this is Ralph.
Hello.
Hi, guys. And when I walked in, you know, the truth is that I felt such a deep connection to him. And he was just such a light. He really came in and he was so beautiful and so loving and so kind. And I saw him a few more times throughout the night. And then I actually went to get tea for bed. And we ended up talking and he started to share his story.
And back in 2004, I won a motorcycle on a lottery ticket. 1 year later, coming home from work is when I was in a major motorcycle accident, which I ended up losing my leg. I actually ended up dying at one point where I actually saw the other side, saw my family, saw myself, and realized that I had to be back there. And shortly after, I woke up and I was back in the hospital.
So unbelievable.
It actually was. It's amazing when you actually see that light and realize that you were gone and back again. I really didn't have an understanding of what I was here for. And as I think about and live day to day, that I realize that I'm here to help other people and share my story and be happy and make other people happy as well. It's wonderful to be positive, stay positive. It's a hard thing to do, but when you realize the outcome at the end of the day, it's all worth it to be positive.
That's something that we got into conversation about, is like, you know, because I shared my story with him about dying and about Jason and about coming back, and I had said to him, you know, I would like to share a short synopsis of why I'm actually staying, you know, at this motel tonight and what I'm doing in my room, and, you know, because I'm editing and I'm just kind of like in a work zone. And I said to him, you know, don't you feel like being here now, it's just such a gift. There was like a complete shift of perspective from going to the other side and coming back now and being that mirror. And I know that you felt the same way.
I did, and it was definitely a difference from where I was in the past prior to my accident, and going through what I went through to being here now. And it's just definitely a different outcome in life and definitely a different view.
What was life for you before? Like, you know what I mean? Like, if you could astral project yourself back into the time of your life before your accident, like, were you living for purpose? Were you, you know, living your truth? That's something that we talked about so deeply.
No, I mean, it was just a wide open, every day was just another day, and really there was no care in the world. Now I find that there's a lot more care to everything I do and how I present myself day to day.
Something that I really do want to point out that really hit a chord talking to you tonight was when we talked about getting put on drugs at such a young age, because you guys know that a deep part of my story is that I was put on Adderall when I was in 8th grade, and I looked up to the system, I looked up to my teachers, I looked up to the doctors, and you know, I trusted them with my life when really you can only be your own advocate. And I was very young, and that's something that we dove into, which I think is powerful for people to kind of listen to and hear, because you had told me about you getting addicted to your painkillers. And
so I actually was on 27 pills a day. Between that and the alcohol that I would drink, really had me making bad decisions, doing things that I probably shouldn't be doing, and making poor choices in life. I was laying on my couch, drooling, weighing 227 pounds, and decided at that point...
Shut up.
Yeah.
What?
So at that point...
What? You didn't tell me that.
No, I was 227 pounds, and
wow.
And you decide at that point whether, you know, sometimes you have to decide what you want to do in life. And I could have laid there and took all them pills and been a nobody or actually make something of myself. And so it took me a year, but I done it by myself without a doctor's help. Started out little by little, but after a year I was completely off the drugs, and my doctor, who called me every day and would prescribe pills for me every day, decided that I was no longer anybody that he needed to talk to anymore, and decided to not call me anymore. And then I went to the marijuana, and I had doctors tell me that they didn't want to be part of my treatment because of that, and they'd rather have me on the medications and know what I'm doing and how much I'm doing. You know, I mean, it's been a tough road, but at the end of the day, I've been 10 plus years without no pills.
It's so beautiful.
It is, and I'll tell you, my life is so much better. I don't know, I just feel more like I can understand what's going on in my life. I know who I am, I can see in front of me, and I don't have all these foggy thoughts and other things causing me to make my life difficult. Within a year and a half later, I was riding motorcycle again, dirt bikes and things like that. And today, this is where I find my most excitement, is riding my Harley Davidson. And it's something I enjoy and something I will enjoy for a lifetime.
You know, and for people watching this, thinking like, oh, okay, so he bought a motorcycle, got in an accident with a motorcycle, now drives a motorcycle again. One of the powerful things that you said to me tonight was about trusting yourself again.
It's absolutely the truth. I had to learn to trust myself before I can trust anyone else. And being on that motorcycle, I had to learn to, not knowing where my feet are, to understand where your foot was, to be able to ride your bike the way you're supposed to. Sometimes it's difficult to realize when you don't have a leg that your foot might not be in the place you want it to be, or whatever, but you have to understand, you have to trust yourself and your body to be able to take care of that for you. I mean, I wear my prosthetic at a place where I use it more like a leg brace in my brain.
Yeah.
So basically my brain is just saying that it's just a big leg brace and I can go do everything that anyone else can. But when I take that off is when I get my phantom pains and things like that. But I mean, on a regular day, it's a very nice.
What you're really doing consciously is he's reprogramming. He's reprogramming himself to learn how to do something again. And I understand it so deeply because I had to relearn how to use my entire body after my car accident as well. To you, whoever's watching this, you don't have to get into a car accident. You don't have to get into a motorcycle accident. Reprogramming comes every day. We are always reprogramming ourselves to trust ourselves again in this life. And every now moment is a moment to choose to reprogram ourselves and to trust ourselves and to do the thing that we want to do. Not that someone else is telling us that we should do, like a doctor or a teacher or, you know, all these things. The thing is we have to come to a point in our life where we take a hold of the wheel, where we take a hold of the bike, you know, or the handlebars.
That's correct.
Yeah.
And a matter of fact, if you want to have a bad day or be in a bad day, there's people out there that is definitely in a worse situation than you are. So when you wake up every morning, or myself, I look at my prosthetic, and I could have a bad day if I choose to. But I don't choose to have a bad day. I choose to be happy, know that I can be who I am. I can get on my feet. I can get up and do things that a lot of people would sit home and cry about. There's more value in being yourself and knowing you can do this stuff than there is just to sit home and think about what you want to do.
Is there something in this now moment that could mirror to them that they're not alone in right now?
I just know through my childhood and stuff, I've had bad times and my life bringing up wasn't the best. But again, you just have to realize that in front of you, you are who you are, and you have to love yourself and love what you see in front of you before you can love the world and anything around it. And you have to trust yourself and be part of yourself to understand that the choices you make are your choices and them are your choices alone. And to go forward, you have to make that valuable choice to be there. Again, to myself, every day I have that choice to be home and cry about all the problems I have in life, or get up and make good of what I can do in life and take care of the issues that I have going in life.
And I hope that you guys can really take this in tonight and understand that this is such a beautiful mirror and that you're not alone. And anything that you go through in your life, like Ralph just said, like you could be sitting at your house, you could be wallowing and thinking about all of the things that are going wrong, or you can choose to see the things that are going right for you, you know? every day is a choice. There's 86,400 moments in a day to make a new choice. So please take this man, this beautiful angel, as such a mirror tonight that he is consistently choosing love in this world over fear. God, you're just really amazing.
Oh, thank you.
Choosing
so
to
are
live.
you.
Thank you.
Absolutely, you are too, and your
Really?
story is amazing as well, and you're a beautiful person inside and out.
Thank you.
You're very
Really?
welcome. No, honestly.
Matt,
Yes, absolutely.
Honestly, and also, you know what? I want to point this out. Really, in a motel, and I'm busting through all the fucking mirrors right now. In a motel room in the middle of Maine, and there can be so many people that would maybe fear going into this moment. And I'm telling you, this is something we talked about tonight. When you go into any situation as love, like the deepest form of fucking transparent love, this is what you get.
Absolutely.
This is 100% what you get. Just please take this as a mirror tonight. You're creating your reality. The characters in front of you are your creations, and you will not know why you created them unless you step into the now moment as love and let go of the fear. So thank you, and thank you so much, Ralph. You're amazing. Really, really, really.
And I'll be honest with you, I felt the energy from you right from the get-go. I could have come right out and gave you a hug right from the start. I could just feel the energy right in
Really?
you.
I
Yeah,
know.
honestly.
He walked in the room and I was like, okay. And then also, wait, I'm going to point this out. I didn't tell him anything until like before we hopped on camera tonight. And we were standing at the front and he started writing my hotel number. And I keep telling you guys that my hotel numbers end up being angel numbers, or my birthday, or my dad's birthday, or my brother's birthday. And tonight he wrote 117, which is my birthday, which is also my father. And, you know, the thing is I said to him straight out, like, this is always what happens. Like, I was just transparent with you from the beginning.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, and I feel like this, you can't go wrong when you are just truth. You can't go wrong when you're just love. You can't go wrong when you live in this way. So please, if you're fearing it, I am trying to show up, and Ralph is trying to show up as a mirror tonight to shift it, reprogram it, choose love.
Absolutely, choose love.
Yes. Thank you
You're very
so
welcome.
much, really. Thank you, guys. Bye. Okay, guys, so I had to pop on again, as you guys know that I do this. Ralph and I were literally just sitting here, just in love with one another's souls, and we were talking about, you know, the mission, and I said to him, you know, my truth is that God just continuously shows up and says, this person, this person, this person, this person. And what did you say to me along the lines of?
I said that I had God in mind, but it was nothing that I think about today. After my accident, I realized that God was there for me. So now, I mean, it's like an everyday thing that I think about God, and I, you know, cherish my moments. But again, before my accident, that was not really part of my mind. At all.
Neither was it for me. Like, I knew that there was more. I did. I think for a really long time in my life, and especially as a kid, like, I was seeking, because I lost so many people in my life. I was like seeking that there was a deeper knowing in me. Like, there has to be more. Like, there has to be another side. And then after my brother passed away, I like really started to feel it, but it almost scared me, I think. And then when I died and had that awakening, it came a point where, like, God was like, you have to choose. Are you going to choose this new life where you are tapped into your intuition and to spirit and to God, or you're going to ignore the signs? You're going to ignore the nudges. Can I ask you a question? Do you believe in magic?
As far as like...
Not the dog. No, like, do you believe in the signs? Like, do you see signs? Do you feel nudges? Like, do you...
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
I definitely have had nudges and signs and different things that make me realize that God's there for me. Different things fall into my lap, as they say. Again, He's there with me every day, because I just don't ever have really a very bad day.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm always in a great mood, and I know a lot of it's due to Him, even though, again, my situation could be whatever I choose it to be. And again, choices are the whole part of life.
You were saying, you're like, I really do. Like, I really love you and I really see what you're doing, and like, let's stay in contact. And I bring this up because so many people while I'm on the road ask me, like, holy shit, like, you really, like, you're on the ground, like, you are with the people, you love the people, like, really super present. You are here to just shine light on people and things and moments. And I say to people, so I died, like, literally went through fucking hell in my life in order to be here in this now moment. And I have an opportunity to shine in front of someone who's having a bad day and help them remember that there's more. How could I ever choose to not be light? And I feel like when you're talking, that's what I continuously hear from everyone I interview, is that everyone is just choosing, I'm gonna be the light because I want to help the other people in the dark get out of the darkness. And the only way to do it, you guys, is by being the fucking light. So I am gonna tell you, if you're in your life right now and you shine and people in your life don't like it, fuck them.
I agree.
Because it's your job to be the light. We need you now more than ever because there's so much darkness in this world. We have to light this shit up. And tonight, take Ralph as another fucking light. He's doing the work. He's literally channeling for spirit, for God, for whoever you believe in, because the truth is it's all one. At the end of the day, it's all hope, it's all a belief in more. We need to get back to that. We need to start believing in more, because the truth is, there is more.
There really is. Life is full of all kinds of wonderful things. You just have to choose to go find it.
Of course, I love you guys so much. I know Ralph loves you too.
Thank you guys, and I appreciate you taking the time to listen to my story, and hopefully I can make a difference at some point in somebody's life.
Yes, and I will also put his information on the bottom of this video, so if you guys are ever here, you can come say hi to Ralph and witness his light in person. I love you guys so much, and again, we'll say bye again.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Bye now.
Bye. Mwah.